Welcome to Politically Correct Comedy Night.
All right, Politically Correct Comedy Night. I've been waiting all freaking week for this.
Your first comic coming to the stage is David Booster, the sexual cannonball Campbell.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I freaking love this guy.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to Politically Correct Comedy Night. Oh man, we got a really attractive crowd here. Woo, I might get a little heated. Oh, hey, you know what the baker said when he lost his dough? That's just what I needed.
Needed. This fucking guy. Needed.
Why did the flashlight, the camera, and the remote control car all attend the funeral? They were grieving the dead batteries. Is this thing on?
Dead batteries. I can't with this kid girl over here. He's killing me.
I was at Red Lobster the other day, and I was wondering, how did they get the lobsters from the ocean to the restaurant? By helicopter.
I just had lobster the other day. Woo!
Who are the cleanest members of the choir? The Sopranos.
Oh, hey, he's talking shit on the Sopranos. As an Italian American, I am very offended by that. Get this Stronce off the stage.
Hey, buddy, I'm trying to do a setup here. Listen, you Italian, Dago, Guinea, Wop, Greaseball, Goomba, motherfuck.
All right, that will do it for Politically Correct Comedy Night, folks. Thank you all for coming out. Call the cops, please. The Italian gentleman has our comedian by the throat. What's up, guys? We are live. Welcome to another episode of Underground STL Live, a show that brings you a street level view of the greater St. Louis area, taking you deep into the topics that matter the most to St. Louisans and everybody else out there in America, too. I'm your host, Sam Catanzaro, and as always, I am joined by the man in the chair, the one with the magic fingers pressing all those keys, the producer of our show, Booster. How are you, Booster?
Hey, let's go. I'm in a Ramones kind of mood.
Okay, cool. And one of our special guests tonight is our good friend of the show, Anthony Rogers of the Anthony Rogers Show, the best podcast in the universe. How you doing, Anthony?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Is that on? Hold on. What we got here? We're kind of there. You go. All right. How you doing, Anthony?
Oh, to answer your question, I'm doing really good right now.
All right, there we go.
That's what's up.
You guys are doing well too.
Awesome. And our next special guest here to give his expert opinion is local comedian Bradley Cobb. Thanks for coming on the show, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Oh,
He's
he's late.
Is comedy dead?
Yeah, is comedy? Well, you know.
Do you think comedy?
Well, either Brad Cobb was just in a car accident, or yes, it is. Yeah. So, well, hopefully.
What are you gonna do if he was?
Yeah. Well, I love it. He hit me up.
Maybe a psychic,
He hit me up after 7, and Anthony was like, "I love it how it's after the show is supposed to start that he's hitting you up, telling you that he's late. Like he wouldn't notice that he was already there."
He's like, "Hey, I'm late."
Right.
Like I'm already late.
Oh man, yeah, we got a special show coming up for you guys tonight. The theme tonight is comedy dead? Is it dying? Okay, like that's the whole question. But first things first, did you guys hear about this? A ninja with a katana sword attacked a U.S. Army Special Ops unit.
Oh wait, what happened?
A ninja with a katana sword attacked a Special Ops unit. U.S.
Sounds
Army.
like Snake from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But yeah, according to NPR, a man wearing full ninja garb attacked members of a U.S. Army Special Operations unit in the middle of the night in the California desert, setting off a scramble for safety and resulting in at least 2 injuries, according to police and other records.
Damn ninjas.
I know, right? You think like we have like so many problems
Sounds
as
like
a country
those
right now. And
sounds
now
like
we're worrying about ninjas.
those special ops guys got off lucky.
No,
I thought a real ninja.
No, actually, they didn't. Not at all. It's a staff sergeant. So this is what happened. A staff sergeant was smoking a late night cigarette near an airport hangar when an unknown person wearing full ninja garb approached him with a question, saying, "Do you know who I am?" The sergeant said that no, I don't know you. The ninja goes, "Do you know where my family is?" The man has. And then the sergeant said he did not know. And the person in ninja garb began to slash at him with a katana sword. And he hit the guy's phone, and then he hit the guy's leg, the sergeant's leg. And then the sergeant ran, jumped a fence, and reached a building where he joined others from his company. As he and a captain locked the doors and called 911, the assailant kicked and punched doors and windows, according to the report, which has redacted the service member's name. So the ninja still came after them then.
What do you think about that, Brad?
What do you think about that, Brad? Tell us,
Brad,
your expert.
what's your opinion?
What's your expert opinion there, Brad? Aha.
Oh,
I
didn't think about it like that.
Very
Sam.
insightful.
I never thought about it like that, to be honest, guys. Like, that was
A man of few words.
he's pretty quiet for a comic. Huh?
You know, he's
Limo
simple and straight to the point.
Yeah, yeah.
He keeps it short.
That was great.
No, so the sergeant, police officers located the ninja suspect on a nearby road. And but the man refused to follow commands and brandished his katana sword at deputies. The sheriff's office then projectile rounds were used, but were ineffective.
That's crazy.
the
That's
ninja
crazy.
was like doing throwing stars. You know, if I had a nickel, right, Brad, for every time we did throwing stars together. Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
You're a
Brad.
funny guy, Brad.
You called him a ninja suspect. Like, that's so great. Like, you just called him ninja suspect.
Ninja suspect. I mean,
Oh, my God.
And again, like with all of this, like the stuff, like, you know, you got the Afghans, you got China, all that crap, and it's ninjas that are attacking people on. So, do you think that this is a plot? Because this ninja was like, "Do you know where my family is?" I mean, either he's cosplaying really, really hard, or
Or that
there's,
was
like
the
some
guy
secret
Taken
ninja
was
plot. Yeah,
based on or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with Brad on this one, guys.
Brad, yeah. Again, Brad just
Doing his best impression of a dead horse over there, and we just keep over there with a stick and beating the fuck out of it.
Oh man, what would you do if you saw a ninja though? I mean, honestly,
Either pretend to be a ninja or hide better, you know?
try like
Like,
try
I'm
to,
also a ninja. Don't worry. Don't fuck with me, you know?
like
I'm
befriend
on
it.
your friend. I am on your side.
basically befriend it. or
I'd straight
something
suck
like
his dick.
Well,
Just whip it. Just whip it out.
that. I think this is a bad.
Right,
this
Brad?
No.
This is definitely a bad ninja though, because I thought ninja, the whole point of it was ninjas aren't supposed to be seen, and this guy totally fucked that up. Like,
I don't know, man. Maybe it's more of like a stealth warrior rather than like actual like.
Well, he's
Shit.
not a
Disappear
not even
into
a
the mist
He's
type
not
ninja.
even a stealth warrior. The dude freaking clearly, you know, he
They
got
shot him and
caught.
he got away, right?
I love it. He attacks a special ops
That's
group. But it
crazy.
wasn't even the special ops group that came after him. It was sheriff deputies. Like
The sheriff stopped the ninja.
Yeah, the sheriff.
Hey, get back here, ninja.
Get back here, ninja. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Back here.
that special teams is like, hey, they didn't order us to do it.
We've been having some ninja problems in these parts, folks.
Yeah.
God.
Man,
right, Brad?
Every time you think you got it cleaned up, there's another fucking ninja
There's another fucking ninja running around. Damn ninjas. Yeah.
throwing stars and kunai.
Taking our jobs.
I heard, yeah. I heard the
Taking all
ninjas
our
dropped
assassinations.
their hard R. They used to be the ninjas, and now it's ninjas. You know. That was the-
I heard that too, yeah.
yeah.
That's very woke of you, Sam.
Thank you. Well, you have to say the A. You can't say the hard R anymore.
You gotta respect people you don't respect.
Exactly. I don't even know if we can say ninja. I don't think that we're in a ninja culture.
I think it's
you know, we're
disrespectful to
not in
Asians.
it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, especially.
It just shows me.
Brad, what do you think about that? Thanks, insightful,
Brad.
bud.
Oh,
Great,
God.
yeah.
What insight?
Such a good guy.
God, what intuition?
I disagree.
Oh man, but yeah, no, guys, watch out for ninjas out there. Okay, I mean they're out there. They got the swords. Can you just imagine being like an army special forces guy, and that some crazy guy in a katana is why you get medically discharged? Like he freaking cut my leg. I
My
wanted
only
to go
weakness.
and yeah.
It's got to be the best story at every VFW hall
Right.
of all time. They're like, oh yeah, my
His grandkid's never gonna believe
my
it.
Humvee turned over and I got a concussion and I got sent home. He was like,
Yeah. The
I got
guys
attacked by a
the
ninja.
ninjas
And what part of it were they like, okay, that's probably true? Because when you first hear that, you're like, what the fuck? Okay,
bullshit.
a ninja came up here.
Yeah.
And then like,
and they was like, no, look it up, motherfucker.
look it up. I got video. Look at
that is awesome.
15 minutes, and you're like, okay, a ninja.
All right, a ninja,
Did
really?
this.
You
All
sure you just
right.
didn't cut it on a barbed wire fence? Oh, man. Guys, we have a great show coming up for you tonight. We are going to ask the question, is comedy dying? I think
Yes.
Brad has a lot to say about that. But for now, here is a word from our sponsors.
Bosh it.
Tonight's sponsor is Yo Mama's Yellow Rubber Gloves. When you required shielding from the contaminants in your bathroom, rubber gloves were there. When the winds of chaos blew through your kitchen and knocked a pot of warm stew onto that floor, rubber gloves were there. When the bow broke, and in fact the baby did fall, rubber gloves were
I
there.
feel like I'm in church.
As the former Prime Minister himself, Winston Archibald Churchill, once so famously said, "Where is my 10 a.m. whiskey and my rubber gloves? I have a nation to save." Need we say more? Your mama's yellow rubber gloves. Feel the history.
All right, guys, make sure if you have not already to subscribe to us over on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Or no, switch those. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Who really cares? Just follow us, okay? We also are on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow us on Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and Apple Podcasts. And check out our website, undergroundstl.com, for exclusive content because, after all, we go deep. All right, question of the night. Is comedy dying? What do you think, Anthony? Do you think comedy is dying? Is there a pushback?
I think
comedy?
I think culture's already been canceled right now, and like we haven't had a culture in a second. I think it's just a bunch of like I don't know people that are allowed to talk now. It's like most people are banned or canceled or deleted or you know what I mean all the funny
Yeah.
people. All the funny people can't use social media anymore. It seems like
That's-
they're all banned from like within the last like 5 years.
Well, that's true. I mean, you're not all the funny people, but the
Most
funny
of them.
people that aren't willing to follow the beat to other people's drums. You know, if they want to, you know, do their own thing, then all of a sudden they get canceled. And you know, and it's just because they're not being like PC enough. I thought that was the whole thing, the whole point of comedy
Right.
was to push back,
Yeah.
was to be the laughter booster. Do you think that comedy is dying?
I don't think it's dying yet. I think a lot of people who try and like, I mean, I think in general, comedy in particular is like a refuge of like being able to say whatever you want to whoever you want about anything. And I think a joke cannot be funny, and you can probably offend people if the joke's not funny. But if the joke is funny and people laugh, even if you weren't the one laughing, I think in the end you kind of have to respect that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like the same as someone coming out with like a journal article, like espousing their ideals about this particular subject. It's literally just a guy whose like job it is to kind of make you laugh.
What was that, Brad? Brad had something to say.
Brett,
guys.
sorry.
Brad has
Did you have something to say?
Wow. Just he speaks truth every
so true.
every
Pure
time.
wisdom.
That's so
God.
real, yeah.
No, but guys,
I will
so,
become your disciple for the rest of my life, Brett.
so Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special, The Closer, came out.
Indeed.
I've seen it. It's great. I encourage everyone to watch it. Have you guys seen it?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet? Booster, have you
I,
watched it? You have.
Well, I live with you. I haven't seen it, but you referenced the bit that everyone was offended about.
Well, yeah.
I think we watched
that.
we watched it together. So
I think we watched that. We have a lot of people down in the comments right now saying that they feel disrespected for our show. We have Adam
Good.
on Facebook saying, I feel disrespected. Richard on Facebook says, I'm offended. Hello there. Thank you for tuning in, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
You guys should be. You guys should be
Absolutely.
offended.
I
Good
mean,
for
look
you
at it.
guys.
It says 3 white guys talking about a black comedian, you know? Well, and we have Brad here, but
Well, it's not racist.
Brad,
Brad's
I don't really see color when I look at Brad.
No, I don't.
You know?
I don't see.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, he's
very
just
blue.
there. He's just
He's kinda
there.
blue.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
he's a little down. He's
Dabu
a little,
dai.
he's a little depressed. But no, so Yeah, no, Dave Chappelle on his special, he makes a lot of jokes about the gay community and the transgender community. The biggest is about his transgender friend, Daphne, a comedian who used to open for him, who committed suicide. And it's not like he was really making fun of her, but he was like, it was more like a piece. It was more like a dedication to her. But also, like, the whole theme of the special is for gay people, trans people, to stop punching down on black people. And that's the whole thing. And he makes this joke like, gay people are a minority until it's time to be white again. And so it's like they're cherry picking. And then he's saying like the transgender movement in this country has seen such success, so much success in such a short time that he's like, he looks at it like, you know, being a part of the black community. He's like, all right, you know, well, fuck, you know, like this is, you know, stop punching down on us. So
I'm sick of everybody just pretend they're a victim for some reason. Like just because you're something, you're magically a victim somehow.
Yeah.
I think you're allowed to. I don't know. It's like that classic joke. Like how do you say hello? It's like hello. Then how's a gay person say hello? Hello, I'm gay.
Right.
Like, you're just like, so you have to tell everybody. It's like, who gives a fuck? Or he's like,
well,
I don't care about crayon colors. Or
Yeah.
It's just boring conversation. You know,
I don't understand how your color, your skin color, or your sexuality can be your whole identity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is just, that's wild. I don't know. I don't understand how it can be like your whole identity. What do you think, Booster?
Well, I mean, you know, I get that a lot of people have issues with it, but again, I mean, like, I don't think somebody who's gay has like their whole identity wrapped up in it. I will say that there's a lot of shallow people out there that will try and make it like their outward identity. So that's all they care about. It's like, you know what I mean?
Well put. Yeah, I think that's more real.
Or they don't have anything really going on in their life. They never learned how to play an instrument or something like that. So they find whatever it is. And for some people, it's like the environment. For some people, it's, you know, I don't know, taxes or whatever.
But it's their outward personality. They don't know how to be themselves, and so they focus on this one key issue.
Yeah, to kind of make that, like, you know, it's like that person who never like shuts up about the same political thing.
It's like a vegan. It's
every
like a
time,
vegan.
Or something like that. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It can be a left or a right thing. It's not even like particular to them. But
Shut up and eat a burger.
Yeah, it's
Impossible burger, but just shut up. Put something in.
It's
I
like
don't care if it's made out of mushrooms.
on TikTok, there's all these like ex-drug addicts like talking all the time, and then like their entire personality's wrapped up in they used to do drugs but they don't now.
Yeah,
and it was like a disease. It's like you know, when I stole all of my grandma's money, it's because I have a disease where I like to feel good. It makes no sense. Like I'm like cancer is like a disease, cure it, and that's an accomplishment. You know, it's like it's just like it's not I mean, I feel like this, a lot of those things are just the bare minimum. It's like, okay, I'm sober. Okay, well that's the bare minimum. Good job. Like you like now do something now that you're sober because you just did the bare minimum work.
Yeah,
like really, you know.
You know, one person that's like that. You know, Dave Chappelle. He's under scrutiny by the LGBT community over the jokes, especially this person, Jacqueline Moore, a white writer for the Netflix show Dear White People. They just wrapped up their last season. I love it. It's a white writer who's writing from a black person's perspective.
It's always mentally unstable white people calling things racist. It's never like a black guy being like, dude, that was or a trans person being like, hey, Dave, that was fucked up. It's always like these like mentally unstable like people like that aren't even that doesn't even apply to them, looking to self-promote or looking to be mad about the next thing. They're like waiting for these targets. They're like, I mean, Trump's gone, so we need a new thing to sling mud at.
We need a new enemy.
So they're begging for it. And Chappelle's like charismatic and stuff and has a good career going. So like, hey, let's fuck up his career because I don't have one.
Well, so this Jacqueline Moore just recently transitioned to a woman, and they are saying they're going to boycott Netflix.
Thank you for using her pronouns.
What are your pronouns, Sam?
You know what? I go by more adjectives. I have my own preferred adjectives.
What are
I
they?
prefer awesome.
Yeah.
I prefer neat, and I prefer sexy.
If I never called you neat, I'm sorry if I offended you.
I
didn't mean to do that. I want to apologize.
I've been holding it in, but we were friends. I just didn't want to be.
It's a hard conversation to have.
It is. What are your adjectives, Anthony?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to figure out myself. You know, and
Bushy.
Bushy.
That's funny. That's funny.
For all of our audio listeners out there, he has a beard. No, not a beard. The beard. He has the bushy beard.
Yes, indeed.
I shaved this morning. I don't know.
Jacqueline Moore though just transitioned. I believe before like in 2021. Like this is very recent.
Is that they them Jacqueline Moore?
Whatever.
They them Jacqueline.
Yeah, sure.
What does that mean? They them. You're like multiple people now.
I guess
Is
so.
it for all the
Yeah.
personalities in your head?
Yeah,
Like,
plural.
call me
No,
vague.
we,
Call me vague because I'm schizophrenic. Like, you know, it's like,
We had a similar discussion,
God.
and I was just like, you know what? I really don't care what someone calls their gender or whatever the fuck. But I saw someone earlier said that they have 27 different genders. And I'm like,
yeah, there's,
for what? When the moon is full, like.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I don't care if you call yourself a raccoon, but it's raccoon 100% of the time, or it's not at all.
Yeah, it's like-
or you just don't know. Just say you don't know.
It's like, go back to astrology with the rest of the
God.
crazy people.
Yeah, exactly.
We
oh
got-
my god,
Talk
he's
about-
such a Capricorn.
That's such a
God,
character.
why would you even say that?
We got Richard on Facebook saying, right, I'm black. Most people know me as a martial artist, a sax player, or an internet troll. He just doesn't go by, hey, I'm black.
Yeah, no,
That's
exactly.
me.
Exactly. Grand colors
Look
are so
at me,
boring.
I'm black.
Did you know
It's
how
all
black
me.
I am?
Right. Damn. You know.
Did you know how off-white I am?
Well, let's get back to comedy dying. So
Rest in peace.
you know, they're kind of proving their point though. The transgender community going after Dave Chappelle because his whole thing was stop punching down on black people.
Why is
stop
he punching
on
down?
comedians? Well, he's not, but the transgenders are. That's how
They're
he,
above.
That's what he was saying.
They're
yeah.
above the black community. They're punching
Exactly.
down.
They're
What the
punching
fuck?
down, yeah.
Why is there levels if we're all
I don't know.
like equal? You know, we're all.
I know.
equal.
I think the implication was something to the effect of like transgender has gotten so much momentum. The LGBTQ like force has gotten so momentum,
Yes.
like, and a lot of it well deserved. But at the same time, like
This man's a poet.
people who are
This man's a poet.
right, Brad?
Right? Yeah. What do you think, Brad?
God, he's
oh my god.
he's on point every time.
Every time, he just knows exactly. He
You
just
know-
gets to the crux of the issue.
You know he's going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Every time he's reliable, always on time.
same shit, different day.
Is that-
25 minutes late now. But
Like, I mean, I think the implication was that essentially they have such a high position now
They, them?
in society. Yes, whatever.
they them.
That essentially that they're using
They, them.
their position now to kind of like move above and beyond kind of like the
Yeah.
black
they
box.
think they're untouchable, and it's no group is
I don't think they're- I
untouchable
don't
when it
think
comes
they
to
think they're
comedy.
untouchable,
That-
Yeah,
but
it's a-
that's the whole thing, though. Because
You're allowed to do that, and you're also allowed to make fun of it. Like,
Yeah.
that's how it goes. You're
Yeah.
allowed to do whatever you want. I don't really care about. It's that's low hanging fruit to me. It's like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's like I can make fun of people for way better reasons. I think.
Again,
look
it's
at-
comedy. It was a comedic.
Well,
Like,
with
again, the
Chappelle's
people who were
case,
getting
yeah.
mad about Dave Chappelle, I think are like the dumb ones.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to
Right.
understand. Like I understand. Like I get that people are upset that they have like a particular feeling or ideal that they want to protect, but at the same time, comedy is where all of that goes away.
Yeah.
All of the pretentiousness, all of the pride,
You're like, Grandpa.
everything that people build up about themselves that they want to like defend, that all goes away. Everyone's a
Yeah.
fair target, especially Dave Chappelle, who's made fun of conservatives and white people
Makes fun of
for
everybody, yeah.
years.
Yeah.
For years, and all of a sudden now he's like the
It's
enemy.
like,
and it's like,
it's like Grandpa Dave Chappelle. Please take it back.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
So,
Grandpa.
so PC culture, a lot of comedians, they believe that PC culture, woke culture, whatever you want to call it, is killing comedy. Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock say they won't play colleges anymore. They are two of the biggest comedians of
That was like
of
2.5
the
years
area.
ago or something
Right,
like that.
right.
They
It's
announced
only
that.
gotten worse. Gatekeeper of comedy, Norm Macdonald, he just passed away, and a lot of comedians were mourning his death because they looked at him as a beacon of, hey, free speech. I'm gonna say whatever I want. You know, since he was fired from SNL for not agreeing to make less OJ jokes. He actually made more, and they ended up firing him. Nimesh Patel, who was the first Indian writer on SNL, he got kicked off stage at Columbia University, and in the middle of his set because they said his jokes were too offensive. Yet they invited him there for the sole reason that he was the first Indian writer on SNL. So, but they didn't agree with his comedy. They agreed with his skin color and his race, but not his comedy. And then they kicked him off stage in the middle of his set at Columbia University. George Carlin has famously said, quote, political correctness is fascism pretending to be manners. Is this PC culture? If we get more and more PC, will comedy die?
Well, yeah, everything will die. All the human rights. Like that's what I mean. That's what it's about. You know, it's just like about.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. Like it's fascism with manners. I agree with that honestly. Like,
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about this a lot, honestly, but I still kind of feel like, admittedly, like we're going through a referendum right now. Like it's hard to kind of see the end of it because we're in the middle of it. And so saying that like, oh, everything will just like keep on going down the shitter, I don't really think that's true. But at the same time, I feel like we're gonna reach kind of like a peak, and we might be reaching it now. I don't know. Like Dave Chappelle might be uncancelable or whatever.
and the pendulum swings back. Finally.
Yeah, and then eventually it's just like guys, you're literally coming after somebody who agrees with you for making a couple of jokes in a fucking... And if you listen to the special, he even says, like, I'm done talking about this now. Because it's like, I don't know what it was that drove his friend Daphne to suicide. She ended up committing suicide.
Nobody knows what. Nobody knows what.
Nobody
did it.
knows.
And he said
Maybe it was because she knew he was gonna do this joke later.
Yeah,
She didn't want to see it, so
She saw
she'd be
the
offended.
future.
She's like, I'm gonna be offended if I see this joke
Yeah.
later. I'm gonna.
We got Rich saying, Booster, Chappelle is helping end it. We
Hopefully.
have we have yes, everything will die in comedy
hopefully,
if PC culture is allowed. Somebody else said yes, comedy should be a safe place to make light of situations.
People have
absolutely.
spoken.
Yeah, the people have spoken. And here's the funny thing. I look at this as like this PC culture. I look at it actually as it is driven by like corporations or government entities, not necessarily individual, like humans themselves, like individual citizens themselves. Because if you really look at on Rotten Tomatoes, Dave Chappelle's The Closer, the recent special, had a 44% critic rating. They gave it a 44% rating. Audience rating of a 95%. And that gap gets greater. His last special on Netflix, 35% critic rating and a 99% audience rating.
Damn.
So I think
What that tells me is that the critics are out of touch.
the critics
Totally.
and the establishment, and they're all out of touch. The people,
Totally.
but they keep us at the throats because they throw in, buzzwords and this and that. But we all... Basically, the audience has spoken, like you said earlier. The people have spoken. This is fine.
Even people who might disagree with the viewpoint he put out there probably still go, it's a comedy special. Like, if this is what causes it, you got to be kidding me, right? I mean, it's literally like...
What's your opinion on this, Brad?
Yeah, Brad, you haven't talked in a while, bud. Wow,
Yeah, so interesting.
That changes my entire perspective.
He's one of the most insightful guests that we've ever had on the show.
Timely, too.
Really? Yes, he very.
Oh, sorry, that horse isn't dead yet. We can...
Oh
We
man,
look like the Brady Bunch, like in this,
yeah.
this shot. Like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh."
Yeah, we should just get a cutout of Alice and put her right there on it. Oh man,
I get to be Marsha.
Well, guys, I really do think that the establishment is trying to burn down comedy, which brings us to our featured song tonight, and that is "Burn It Down" by Fractured. Now,
Bam.
these guys tell worse dad jokes than Booster, but they totally rock your socks off. Stick around, guys. We got more Underground coming up next. We want to know how far, if you want to know how far woke culture is going, a woman has said she is not going to toilet train her son until he asks her to. He's 14 months old. Weird. Yeah, exactly. Until he's vaccinated. but guys, stick around. But for now, here is Fractured.
Dog walks into a bar with a sausage under one arm and a duck under the other.
Wait, dogs don't have arms. Does a duck get the bill?
Fuck you, Dave.
Wait, what?
Take me in, man. Come on, man. Let me in, dude.
Who is it?
Hey, man. Come on.
Dave's not here, man. Dave's gone, man. He went to go take care
Come
of
on, man. Let me in, man. It's Dave.
No, man. Hey, Dave's not here, man.
Nah, Dave left, man. Dave's not here.
Hey, Dave's not here, man.
Shit.
Come on, let's get it on. 'Cause this is how we burn it down.
Brandon, let's go, Brandon Film.
Brandon Film.
Brandon Cobb.
All right. All right. I really enjoyed that music video. If you guys enjoyed that music video, that is Fractured. You guys can check them out wherever you get music. Also, follow us on all social media, anywhere you listen to podcasts, and check out our website, undergroundstl.com, for exclusive content, because after all, we go deep. And I tell you what, Brad really loved that music video. Yeah. Right, Brad? All right. Brad is on his way, ladies and gentlemen. He just texted the show. Oh, man. And then my mom texted me. She goes, where'd you get the Godfather poster? Mom! I'm on television. Talk to you later. Gosh. Oh, man. So, speaking of comedians, Anthony, you just recently interviewed Tommy Chong.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I've never talked to Tommy
Who
Chong.
was that?
I don't know. Is this a bid or something? Are we doing a bid right now?
No, but no, we have guys. If you want to know what Anthony Rogers does besides sit around and think and stroke his beard, he also has a successful podcast called The Anthony Rogers Show, and we have a clip here for you guys. Take a look.
The Anthony Rogers Show.
Strong like you were cellmates with Jordan Belfort, the Real Wolf of Wall Street.
I sure was. Yeah, I helped him write his book.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know the book for it.
I helped him in a funny way. Like he's a genius. When I met him, I recognized that right away. He used to walk around and play backgammon and have a conversation and beat who he was playing backgammon with. We shared a cubicle. Not a cell. It was a little cubicle that held 3 people. But we were kind of, because we're famous, they just had 2 of us in there. And I would write. I was writing my memoirs every day. I'm writing a book called Memories. No, what is it? Something. Meditations from the Joint. And Jordan would come in from playing tennis, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm writing a book. Then he goes, "Oh, I'm going to write a book." And so he wrote a couple of pages or 1 page, and he handed it to me like I was a teacher, Hey, what do you think of that? And I read it, and it was like the first page of Thomas Wolfe's Bonfires of the Vanities, which is probably Jordan's favorite book. And so Jordan says, "So what do you think? What do you think?" And I says, you haven't written shit, man. That's Bonfires of the Vanities, Pretty good copy, though. And he got a little pissed off, and so what should I write? And so I told him, I said, write those stories you've been telling me every night. Every night we'd go to sleep and Jordan would, entertain me with stories of his life. And they were phenomenal, what he did and how he did it. Anyway, he took my advice. And he never really talked to me after I told him that he had written shit. But he wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And then I got out of prison before he did. And then when he got out, he showed up at my house one time because we're both from the same prison. We're not supposed to have any contact, and we're both on probation. And so Jordan stayed in his car, and he yells up to me, I was on the balcony. He goes, "I wrote a book." And I said, "Great." Or I finished my book. I wrote it, and I said, "Great." He says, "It's going to be a movie." I said, "Wow." He says, "Martin Scorsese's going to direct it." And it's called The Wolf of Wall Street. And so he got me a copy, which I never read. because I got bad eyesight, and so I'm not really a big book reader. But anyway, that's what happened, and that book became a bestseller, and the movie became a big hit. So I helped him by telling him that he didn't write shit. That's how I helped him.
So his success is basically because of you.
I think so. No one else agrees, but I think a lot of it. No, actually, what I did, I put him on the right track. I usually don't insult people, but when you're a genius, that's motivation. Because those guys don't get told too many times. The truth, and because usually, they're ahead of the game. And well, look at him. He's ahead of the game. I wrote my book and it came out. I didn't make any money. Jordan's come out and he made a fortune and made a movie out of it. So who who didn't write shit here?
That's hilarious. That's funny, man. Like
Hey, man. Hey. Dude, Tommy Chong, man. Oh, Tommy Chong. Cheech and Chong, That 70s Show. Gotta love him. We got a comment down below from Dara on Facebook. She says, wow, Anthony Rogers is so cool, bro. I'll have to check out his podcast. What a cool interview.
Sounds like she has great taste. Like a real woman of the times.
No, she's just relentlessly positive.
She really is. She is.
She brought up a great point, though, I think.
Yeah.
She makes me believe in God because, only God could make somebody that positive. She comes in oh, wow. Our house could be a mess, but we got, this new, Godfather poster. She's like, that is so cool. And she's, stepping over trash.
It's more like she could see, a room filled with sewage.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, the TV's still okay.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go, guys. She's so...
Great taste in podcast.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one woman that is kind of under fire here. Not as positive as Dara. But, this woman, she says, quote, I won't potty train my 14-month-old baby until he asks to use a toilet. Yes. This is how woke the Western society is. Oh, do we have Brad here?
My beating heart.
Do we have Brad here? Oh, Brad is here.
Arrived.
Put that camera on him, Booster.
All right.
Brad.
Welcome.
Wow.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your world, man.
Absolutely. Brad, scoot over to your right a little bit. Yeah, a
Brad.
little bit more.
Right
a little bit more.
Mic.
Yep. Right in front of that mic. Put it up. Brad Cobb is here. Oh man.
Right on time.
I feel like you said a lot.
Make sure his mic's on, Booster. Yeah. Make sure his mic. Yeah. There you go. All right, we got Brad here. Brad, what's up, man? So traffic, huh?
Yeah, traffic and everything. I'm on CPT time, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
What's CPT time?
Colored people time. Is that what you want?
It is, Brad. It is.
Can't make that joke at politically correct comedy.
No, you cannot. No.
I'm offended, actually. My friend Brad's black, and
Where's
that
the
offends me.
ashtray?
I've been using
here
the
we
St.
use a cup of water.
The St. Charles Cardinals.
Yeah. There you
Around.
There you go. So,
St. Louis Cardinals.
So, Brad, you got kids, bro?
Yes, I do.
How many kids you got?
I have 2 daughters.
When did you start toilet training them?
I was in prison, so
I
was using a silver toilet that was made of steel at the time, so I didn't do much toilet.
He potty trained him from prison, and this girl can't even potty train her kids.
We got this woman saying that she will not potty train her 14-month-old son until he asks to use a toilet. What do you think about that?
Well, when is she gonna ask him to clean up the shit he leaves? Because last time I checked, that was something you had to teach somebody how to do.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to raise your kids, right? It's almost like it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, fucking
and teach them things.
Man, we got
don't shit on the floor.
We got Rich on Facebook. He says Brad is telling the truth. CP time is a thing. Somebody says, "Hi, Brad. Glad you can make it." So yeah.
What's your Brad?
Brad, you've been making some good points all show. I'll tell you that right there.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I am in a relationship,
So you're blaming her?
No, I'm not.
Like everything else, it's women's fault.
Why are you trying to ruin his relationship, man? He mentions it 5 seconds after he mentions that he's in a relationship, you're trying to fuck it.
Well, you know, I've met your girl.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very very nice.
Yes,
She's a lot nicer than you. You know?
She's also on time.
Sure. Whatever you say.
So
No, I love my baby.
So you didn't potty train your kids. However, like 14 months, they got to be potty trained, right? You know, that's got to be a thing. You can't just wait for them to ask you. They'll never fucking ask you. They don't know what the fucking toilet is.
First off, they can't talk.
Right.
That's the first part.
Right.
We gotta and then you don't know what this whole process is. So you still have to figure that out. Like, what is this coming out of me that stinks like that?
Yeah.
So you got a whole nother set of problems going on. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you don't want to teach your kid how to use the toilet, then is it because you don't know how to use the toilet?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm not usually pro-abortion, but in this case,
I mean, for the mom,
for the mom, not our kid.
Well, this mom, Alice, who has an impressive following on social media for her content around a holistic approach to parenting, was recently asked by one of her followers when she plans to start potty training her 14-month-old son. And the follower said, "When and how do you plan to potty train your son? My son is 22 months. I don't feel that he is ready. I think we're just going to follow his lead." And Alice replied by sharing an adorable clip of her son splashing around in a pool and writing, "We aren't going to potty train him at all. When he asks to use the toilet, we'll show him how." I mean, people are going nuts now.
The first thing I'm gonna do with the time machine is go back in time and kill her.
First off, anyone that shows pictures of their children half naked, I have a problem with.
That's fucked up. That is.
Yeah.
If
You're not an Epstein fan?
I'm not a big Epstein guy.
Well,
didn't vote for him. Didn't vote for Epstein. No.
No, I think everybody exploits their child on Facebook nowadays just to get views for yourself. Well, that's good, you know. Like
I don't. First off, my kids are very special to me, and I don't want to corrupt them with the ills of social media.
Yeah.
And I try to keep them away from it as much as I can, because I think a lot of kids these days are screwed up from social media.
Oh yeah.
See, we grew up where we had air. You know, and
freedom,
and water and stuff. They just live off of TikTok apparently. So,
I know. Well, I mean, Facebook. They recently had testimony from that worker who stole documents that proved that Facebook actually knew, has known for a while, that their product is largely corruptive of young kids, teenagers, especially young girls, who mostly use it to kind of bitch to each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen Mean Girls, that notebook they read all the bad shit in.
Yeah, now it's
that's
online.
literally just it's a chat room, or it's literally on the page of the person they're talking about. So
I like how they call that lady a whistleblower. Like, oh wait, corporations are against us. I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't know.
My God.
I didn't know they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
What a whistleblower.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't even that. They tried to say her qualifications weren't set. It's it doesn't even matter. She stole good shit.
Yeah.
What
proves. You said was true, but the way you did it, I didn't agree with.
Yeah, something like that. It's dude.
It's yeah.
No, Instagram. They just came out that Instagram was tied with a lot of suicides. That a lot of people said the reason why.
Yeah, you know why that is
Bump up
because
the
so many guys were getting catfished.
Yeah,
that they were pulling up to these women's homes, and they were thinking that they were going to be these beautiful models, but instead they were these draconian gargoyles. And they said, you know what? If I can get tricked by that, I might as well just off myself.
Some Transylvanian.
Well, the thing is, it's not real. How many filters are on there? I watched this one girl, and she took a selfie of herself, and she was on that phone for 20 minutes editing the same freaking selfie just so she could post it to see how many likes she gets. It's just not healthy.
Man. Well, I heard there's this old joke from a serial killer. Women wear makeup because they're ugly and wear perfumes they smell bad. That was a Ted Bundy quote.
Really?
Yeah, Ted Bundy said that quote.
Oh, my damn.
He had a real sense of humor.
Well, yeah,
Ted.
He also had a dog, and he was a Republican. I saw that on a bumper.
He had a lot of brunette friends.
Big shocker. Ted Bundy was a Republican.
I saw that. I saw that on a bumper sticker on a minivan, a mom car. Probably the same mom that's saying she's not going to wait until her kid has to be potty trained.
Well, no problem. I mean, as long as she's comfortable, buying new clothes for him every 5 fucking minutes.
Right. Well, it's just I think it goes to the thing. It's kids are kids. When I was a kid, I was retarded. You know, that's the whole thing. You weren't that bright when you were 2 months old or 2 years old, right? Yeah. No. Children are children. They need you to
Beat the fuck
tell
out
them
of them.
what. Yeah, tell them what to do.
Or they're gonna end
Not
up Democrats.
wait
Like
until
you shit in your pants for 20 years, you end up a Democrat. Like
let me say this.
Hey, man.
Let me say this. As the
Come on
father
now.
of 2 young daughters,
Okay.
if you can keep them off of the 3 P's, you're doing a good job.
What are the
It's
3 P's?
The pipe, public aid, and the pole. If you can do that, you
The
did a
pipe,
great job.
public aid, and the pole.
If you can do that, you did a good job.
That's good.
You did a good job.
Yeah, so there you go.
And it's weird having daughters, because my daughters are more. One of them is developed.
Mm-hmm.
She's blossoming into a young woman, and it frightens me because she looks like an Atlanta stripper. And it's like that's what I made, but I kind of figured that by their mother and everything.
Oh,
they're like their mother was an Atlanta stripper, so it makes sense.
I'm
just joking. I'm just joking.
No, if their mother was an Atlanta stripper, I'd have a hell of a different story.
Well, no, like girls now, like just kids that are developing faster nowadays because of hormones, like in milk and shit like that. Yeah. That's So it's like boys are getting tits, and it's like what the hell is going on? Boys are like
they're called
skyrocketing.
they thems are getting tits.
They
not
thems. I'm
boys.
sorry.
They,
sorry,
them.
guys at Underground St. Louis. We try and use
Stop offending
everybody's
everybody.
correct pronouns here. Sometimes we fuck up, but yeah, Booster. How old are you gonna wait to potty train your children?
The normal age.
15.
I plan on getting my tubes tied.
See, this is a man who has his priorities set.
No, seriously, my brother got a vasectomy, and I thought it was genius because it's not my fault after that. You know what I'm saying? And so and his reasoning was that if the chick cheats, you'll always know.
Huh.
Okay.
I love my children. I love my girlfriend's children. But at the same time, I don't want any more children because I only have a certain amount of money. And that's my big thing. It's
That's
like
true.
I don't like people spending money that I didn't plan on spending.
Well, that's responsible right there. That's to say, hey, look, I'm gonna get a little snip going on. So if in case an accident did happen, it's for good.
It's for good.
But if
close
if you
up.
didn't have that and then an accident happened and it's like, okay, now I'm not in a financial position to support this child, all that type of stuff. It's I think that's a good alternative. I had a buddy that I went to.
I'm trying to make my dick like an old Burger King or a Pizza Hut. You always know it's there, but it's usually something different inside than what you thought. And so I want this to just be dick. Like there's
no balls, just dick.
I don't even need the balls.
I don't
need those.
Just get them removed.
Does it hurt when you get a vasectomy? Because a buddy of mine got one.
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, it does.
No.
Yeah, of course it is. They cut into your balls.
No, it doesn't.
There's
hurt.
a cheaper way if you just don't claim your kids.
No.
Like if I'm just like, no, I'm not your real dad.
I mean, it's like any surgery.
And then you don't have to go under the knife. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't even want to buy my dinner. I mean, it's like fuck.
Oh man, well, you know what? I think Anthony's gonna make a great father someday. I really.
He's gonna be a good dad.
He's gonna be.
And you're gonna have a girl.
Oh yeah, I know. Probably the karma.
That's how it happens.
Just remember, keep her off the 3 Ps.
I was a piece of shit to women when I was younger, and of course I got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it plays out.
Yeah, it's kind of like karma type thing. There. Yeah, absolutely.
Karma's a bitch, and she's always on her period.
guys, we got Brad Cobb here. We got a great rest of the show coming up. But right now, our next featured song tonight is "Distress Call" by the Never After. This is a band from the suburbs of Chicago that is dope. Stick around. More underground coming up next. We have we go deep. Would you rather's and have the latest news on all of us doing stand up live this weekend. But for now, here is the Never After.
This is what I get. The house we built that's made.
in multiple genres.
All right, guys, we got some we go deep, would you rather. So we are going to go deep here. We're going to go around the table. The rules are, Brad, you have to answer. You have to pick one, all that type of stuff, and tell us how you came to that decision. All right, so would you rather let your parents access your browsing history or your boss? Anthony?
I'd pick my boss because I'm my own boss.
Okay, well, there you go. That's good. All right.
I'll look at it.
There you go. Brad, what would you? Parents or your boss? Accessing your browsing history.
I would much rather have my boss.
Boss.
Because I can get a new job. All right, I can't get a new mom. You know what I'm saying?
All of our browsers say Japanese bukkake porn.
Nah, man, all you have to do is wait like 46 business weeks. It's no problem.
So I actually, there's actually, my mother walked in on me having a threesome. And
wait, hon, are you sure you weren't just praying to the Holy Trinity?
No,
okay.
I was pretty much dry humping some chick at that point.
Oh boy!
But no, so she walked in on me, and of course they were, women of Caucasian descent.
You're a traitor.
And no, I didn't sell out. I bought in. So anyway, my mom walks in on me, and it was just the most awkward thing I've ever felt in my life, because literally all I heard the door explode open in my mind going, "Get these bitches out of my house right goddamn now." And my mom, a little short, black lady, and she started throwing vases at me and everything. I was like,
Damn, the vase?
It goes from the coolest moment ever to the worst moment ever.
Yes.
Like, man, my life rule. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And it was about like 6:30 in the morning, so I had no energy. And so,
she might have saved you then.
I should have knew something, because I met him on West Florissant and Goodfellas.
So maybe she saved your soul. Did your mom save your soul that night for Jesus?
No, my mom got mad, made me go to C&K Barbecue, get her something to eat.
This house smells like bitches.
This house smells like bitches, and it needs to change.
Booster, what are you picking? Your parents going through your browsing history or your boss?
I'm solidarity with my friends here. Boss all the way. I don't think my boss would care.
No, I don't.
No, he'd just be like, "Oh shit, that looks like a good video. Can I copy this?"
That's
yeah. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, that's how I'm going. I'm going boss. I mean, you heard me say to my ma, "Cover your ears." I'm definitely having my boss go through my browsing.
I don't think anyone wants their parents to know the spider web of sexual decadence and debauchery that lies beneath your skull. Like, I don't want my mama to know what's going on up here.
I only read the news.
I think I fucked to the news before.
I fucked to the news.
When Megyn Kelly was on Fox, I mean, let's be honest. That was
Megyn Kelly. I'm talking Oprah.
Okay.
I'm looking at you, Rachel Maddow. Let's make this happen, baby.
Who's the one like Brazilian weather chick?
The one I was talking about, Yanette Garcia. She's Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican.
Now,
she's just
some of you
fucking gorgeous.
Some of you may well know I have been incarcerated before. Let me assure you that the Mexican news channel gets a lot of play in jail. All right? Like, I mean, it is.
Si pueda.
Si pueda. So,
those girls are hot as fuck. I remember that.
Like, okay, she's doing the weather in the thong. Like,
I love the weather.
The creepiest thing in jail was like the dudes that had that jacked off to the COs. They called it busting their head, which meant like literally like it'd be some rando chick that was a CO and some dude that was a creep would kind of lie in wait for her, and she'd walk past the door to just start jacking off and be like, "Here, look at my dick." And I was like, that's when I learned like maybe dick selfies or dick pics are not probably the best way to go.
Yeah, that was a dick pic in real life.
No, that is a 3D dick pic.
That's a 3D dick pic.
And I said to myself,
it's more like a dickogram, wouldn't you say?
God 3D printed that dick.
That is
a dick memo.
That's just dick live and in person. Like that. Like,
who thinks that's gonna work?
Raw and uncut.
I don't give it.
Well,
who thinks that's gonna work? It's like, okay, I see this girl. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip out my dick and be like, look at my dick. Got her.
Apparently, a lot of guys in prison.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And like literally, there would be like a rather. Let me rephrase that. There'd be an ugly chick that was hot in jail.
Yeah, jail hot.
And so literally dudes would come to the whole other housing unit, risk certain death and going to the hole for 30 days just to jack off some shit.
It must be worth it.
All right, we got.
Maybe it rules. I mean, if you're gonna sacrifice all that, it must kick ass.
We got one more. Would you rather here? Last one of the night. Would you rather always feel the urge to piss, or never know when you have to piss? So basically, like walking around with a catheter or like a diaper or something like that. Ooh. What are you going with, Anthony?
That's a fucking tough question. I don't know. I'd probably just always feel like I have to piss, I guess. So I don't have to like piss my pants constantly.
That's what I'm at, because I feel like when I have to piss, I'm like very like I'm like when I feel like I have to piss, I'm moving, I'm up, I'm going. I feel like I'd get a lot.
Yeah, but
of
you
shit
never,
done.
you literally never get away from that.
Yeah, no, but you can fall asleep. Like I've fallen asleep, like feeling like I had to piss, like I'm just way too tired.
And then you just wake up to more suffering.
Yeah, it's
I'd rather never know.
I'm going, I'm up, I'm going. But yeah, but then
I'd rather never
just
fucking
piss
know.
But then you can just piss
You just
yourself.
wake up to wet shit.
That's
your girlfriend.
why I have a catheter, man.
Give me the catheter. I'm sorry,
dude. That's why I watch Fox News, is for the catheter sales.
I watch Fox News to buy gold.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't even get it. You get like
I watch Fox News because they're right.
So you
I'd win, yes.
I don't bump.
Double entendre.
Oh man! All right, so let's tell everybody. Anthony, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, myself, and Brad this weekend.
All right. First off, thank you whoever left these cigarettes here. 'Cause I smoked like 3 or 4 of them, so I appreciate that. Shout out if you're watching. If you're watching, I appreciate it. This weekend we're gonna be at Ray's Bar in St. Louis. We're gonna do some comedy and people wearing costumes. I guess it's gonna be like a thing, you know.
Ray's Bar, that's Morgan Ford.
Yeah, it's off Morgan Ford. Yeah.
Right across from Das Bevo.
We got Mike's playing music, and we got a bunch of comedians on there. Fucking should be cool.
Yeah, who's all? So it's the 3 of us. It's Brad, you, myself. Who are the other?
And then Sean, Luke, and then this Matt guy that hosted last time. He's on Matt Barnes on there too.
Gotcha.
And then Booster should be. You want to be on there?
No,
I unfortunately have a familial obligation I have to fulfill that night. So next time though.
There we go.
He's got to show his parents' browsing history.
Yeah, it's part of my contract.
Yeah, so it should be good. We'll do comedy and stuff.
Yeah, you're really
selling it right now. I'm a real salesman.
It's a Halloween
party,
theme.
basically.
So maybe you should take over.
Catch us this weekend live. Catch us this weekend live off of Morgan Ford at Ray's Bar doing Halloween style comedy. Come one, come all. Drop your draws. We gonna have us some fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna be slutty Joe Biden. That's my Halloween costume.
I don't know how
that's not even gonna work.
I don't know how that.
I would go with
out.
Duck Dynasty. Maybe just get like a duck call, and I don't know, maybe like a vest and like no shirt.
Are you Halloween costume shaming me?
Yes, I'm shaming you. What?
I would just be a mountain man or something with this.
I already am. So I have to pretend to be something I'm not.
I could be Louis L'Amour.
I'm gonna be like Louis C.K. with better jeans.
You're Louis C.K. after.
After.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man, guys! Thank you all for watching another episode of Underground STL Live. We go live every Wednesday at 7.
Check it out.
Yes,
We're kicking it.
We will be at Cusimano's tonight. Comedy open mic night starting at 9.
Thanks for the cigarettes.
Saturday, Ray's Bar starting at 8 o'clock. Right, Ray's Bar on Morgan Ford. We do this for you guys. We do this for St. Louis.
Will be there.
We do this.
Ray's gonna be there.
We do this for the fans. This is Underground St. Louis signing off, and as always, we go deep.